What's going on, everybody? It's Davey from the 80s, and you are now entering the Cinema Chop Shop. So park your ass right there. And while you're there, don't forget to hit the like, the share, and the subscribe button down below. Also, if you check the description, you will see a Patreon link. You, my friend, could become a Patreon. All you got to do is click and check it out. Now, with that being said, we are back on another Monster Monday. All right, so what am I looking at today? I am looking at the 2019 film. You see the green background? My boy Godzilla in the up there, right there. Yeah, I got it. Also, I got some Godzilla figures right there, but you can't see it. But I'm going to be talking specifically today about Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Now, I was super hyped to see this movie, and I was hyped when it was announced and all the characters were announced, and I was just into it like crazy, right? And when I got done watching it, I had a lot to say about this film. And it makes it perfect because I never really made a traditional review of this film. So, hey, might as well just do it today for Monster Monday. So I rewatched the film today. And you know what? I thought that maybe there was a possibility that my mind would change about a lot of things. But, you know, sadly, a lot of things have stuck the same. Now, basically, the film starts off as there is a scientist who works with Monarch, and she is locating all the Titans. I don't know why I was about to say Mutos. She's locating all the Titans, and she's studying them, right? And she's studying how to communicate with them, and she's created a device in order to communicate with them. And this eco-terrorist steals the information and steals the device, and steals her, so we think, and it turns out that they're in cahoots. And basically their grand scheme is that they're going to release the Titans to destroy the Earth because it was a rightful place to be in the first place, right? So it's not a bad idea, right? It's not, to me, the idea of the movie isn't bad. It's just at some points it gets poorly executed, right? And I can already hear it right now.
But Davey, if you watch the old school Godzilla movies with the rubber suits, they had really stupid storylines and they weren't executed that well either.
I get that, but those are films from the 80s, 70s, and things like that. There's certain things that when you watch film series for so long that you have a certain expectations for them. You can't, when you compare the first set, like if you compare the Showa era to the Millennium era, it's leaps and bounds ahead story writing with the Millennium series. It's more serious, it's a little darker tone, and you know, we get a lot of good stuff in the Millennium series, right? And so I don't really expect like grade A storytelling from Godzilla movies from the 80s. You get what I'm saying? So long story short is this. All right, so most of the cast in this movie is forgettable. There's two people in particular that I want to give a shout out to. Charles Dance as Alan. He does an amazing freaking job as Alan. I honestly believe that he should have been the central focus of this movie. I think that we should have said, forget Dr. Emma because she was freaking annoying and I didn't understand her character. I didn't understand why they dragged her into it in her family drama. I didn't care. They honestly should have just focused solely on Alan's character. They could have made this movie specifically about them trying to counter the eco-terrorists. They didn't even have to input her character in there like that. Hell, they didn't have to have her character in here, period. So it could have been all about trying to get Charles Dance's character and basically lock him up. Excuse me, let me get some water. Anyway, so Charles Dance's character is amazing. Also, we have Ken Watanabe as Dr. Ishiro. Amazing character, great character, and I for one get so sick and tired of the Godzilla Legendary series doing what I don't want them to do. They have this really bad habit of killing off characters that are freaking interesting. They don't have too many characters that are interesting. In the first film was Bryan Cranston. His character was freaking interesting, and they killed his ass off. Dumbest move ever. And then in this movie, you have Dr. Shiro, very interesting character, very likable, and he gets killed off. So I, for one, am sitting here holding the ball like, what's going on? Legendary, what the hell are you doing here, right? So now, this film has a decent story, right? Like the story isn't bad. The only problem is that the people in the movie make the story unappealing, right? It's because they try to put a story within a story. You're trying to wrap a family drama within another drama. Now, if the movie was centered, focused, like center, if the central focus of this film was just battling the eco terrorists and countering whatever the eco terrorist was doing, I'm cool with that. But this whole family drama inputted and injected in the middle of this movie was just freaking ridiculous. And I honestly think it's because they got Millie Bobby and they were able to sign her on, and they felt like they had to somehow input her into like a very important role because they could not waste this character, right? That's what I think. That's honestly and truly what I believe. But her character and her mom's character is fucking garbage. Like you could have just left them out of it completely, right? Now most of the other characters are in there is garbage. Like you got Ice Cube's son, you got the guy in there for comedic relief. You just got a lot of people in there that are in there like unnecessarily, right? Now, another thing that irritated me was this. Now, a lot of people
are gonna say, well, Davey, Davey, like, you're talking about this film and how the storytelling is bad, but you used to watch Godzilla films with rubber suits, man. What's going on? Like, man, did you listen to the storyline in the whole Godzilla films? They were terrible.
Bruh, those films are from the 80s and the 70s. I don't expect the level of story writing to be as, like, you're comparing the storytelling and the story writing from the 70s and 80s to a 2019 film with Hollywood A-list writers. Don't even go there, man. Like, don't go there at all. So that's bullshit. That's a stupid ass excuse that a lot of people try to use. But it's like I said, it's a basic story, and it's a basic story that can do exactly what you need it to do. The problem is that they're trying to wrap too many external features within it, and that's what makes it so like whack. Like there's a lot of whack shit about this movie. But I digress. Visually, this movie is freaking stunning. Mothra coming on the screen, and also musically, this movie is stunning. The score is amazing. You have the Mothra score, you got the Godzilla score, you have hints of all these different like sounds and soundtracks from like the old school Godzilla movies, and it makes you pop as a fan. It's just amazing. Like this movie, look, I'm gonna be honest with you, as a film this movie is whack, right? But the amount of Easter eggs, the amount of love, the amount of homages to the old school Godzilla movies is freaking astounding. Like I love that aspect of this movie. I love it. I love it to death. The problem is you wrap this nostalgia and all this love in a boring ass movie, in a turd. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people out there are like,
well, Davey, this is, well, at least it's better than 2014.
I don't know about that one, player. A lot of people give Godzilla King of the Monsters a lot of credit, and I think they do it more so because there's a lot of nostalgia. There's a lot of nostalgia in here, and I can see why somebody can be dubbed like a pariah from the Godzilla community because they didn't like this movie. But me personally, I didn't like the damn movie not because of nostalgia, it's just because it's a boring ass movie. Like it's not fun to watch. And there's other reasons why I'm gonna get to it. But like I said, visually, movie's stunning. Freaking when you're watching on the big screen, I remember watching this in the movie theater in a big screen, and then you hear Godzilla like charging up, and it's like vroom, 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 and you just hear it like ripping through the speakers. It's freaking amazing. It's an awesome experience. His roar echoing through the speakers, everything. The dun 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 dun. Man, dude, it's an amazing experience. It's just that they wrap this experience in a dud. Like I can't get through that. Like you wrap this movie with the oxygen destroyer. You destroyed everything, and it's like, I remember there was a lot of advertising of this movie, and he's like, I'm going to show you guys the fights. I'm not going to back away from showing Godzilla. I'm not going to do that. You're going to be in love with every single fight scene that you see. Bruh. My God, you showed every single fight scene in the trailer. I bullshit you not. When I watched the movie, I sat there and I was like, When I first saw the trailers, I'm like, damn, dude, like these fights in the trailers are epic. It's gonna be, man, it's gonna be tight, you know? And when I watched the movie, I'm like, damn, dude, most of the fights that I've seen, I already seen it in the trailer. Like there wasn't really much left for me to see. You know what I'm saying? So people are gonna be like, but Davey.
Wait a minute. You can't say that the freaking last fight with Godzilla and Ghidorah wasn't the shit.
It was shit, all right, but it wasn't the shit. Now, all right, look. So these are my big gripes with the movie. Let me go ahead and get into it. One, that final fight scene with Ghidorah, shit was trash. Look, you wasted burning Godzilla. Now I sat back and I heard rumors about burning Godzilla. I intentionally avoided watching and reading articles and shit because I didn't want to know what the hell burning Godzilla's purpose was in this film. I didn't even want to know if he existed. I didn't want to know anything. And you turn around and you bullshit me and you throw it in the damn trailer. I was mad as hell about that, but whatever. I digress. That freaking Mothra sonic boom thing that he did, excuse me, was garbage, bro. If you're gonna do that, you could at least let my man hit you with that red atomic breath. Like, keep it a buck. Why don't you just let him hit him with the red atomic breath? You could have just kept it simple and just did that and be done with it. But to be over here like shooting like Vegeta, Final Atonement. Freaking final explosion, key blast and shit. It was whack, bro. Like it was seriously whack. It was whack, bro. It was whack. Like I really thought, like when I watched it, I'm like, yo, this is like some straight up Dragon Ball Z shit. Like what the fuck, you know? And I thought that was a waste of burning Godzilla's character. Keep it a buck, right? And then you also had this. I don't like when they pan away during the fight. Now, when I rewatched the movie, I sat back because I remember a lot of people like,
well, Davey, you're exaggerating. They showed a bunch of fighting. They fought a lot. It was way more than the fight scene from 2014.
Tight, but it still wasn't enough. You have me watching this film, and you have me watching this fight. I'm watching them get ready to go at it. Then you pan, show the helicopter or the airplane that they're using. Okay, whatever. Then you're fighting. They're fighting again. Rodan. Fast forward. Rodan and Ghidorah are fighting in the air. Boom, 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 boom. Pan to the freaking airplane. How it's happening. Why would you use the same plot device in two different scenes? If this is such a well thought out movie, why are you using the same plot device in two different scenes? In the Antarctica scene, that plane didn't work. That was the reason why you kept panning back to the plane. Then you turn around, and then the same shit happened again. You're panning back and forth from the plane to Rodan and Ghidorah fighting. Why is that? If you're this is some A1 story writing, whack, bruh. Then you had the final fight scene where you're supposed to just give it your all, right? And I had to share this motherfucking screen time, bro, between Godzilla and this reuniting family. Like, I don't give a damn about this reunited family. Man, freaking cartels could have had these fools hemmed up, like taped up in a room somewhere. I don't want to watch this. Just show me the fight. We came to watch Godzilla fight Ghidorah. We came to see Rodan get thrown in that thing. We came to see Mothra come in that thing. Like, that's what we wanted to see. Like, that's what I wanted to see. And I was just so frustrated in the movie theater watching this shit, watching them pan back and forth, right? And although there was some epic scenes during some of the fights, hence Godzilla getting dropped from the air, Godzilla hitting Ghidorah when he was about to hit that plane. You know, there's a lot of little cool scenes in this movie, but at the same time, it just gets ruined by the lack of care. Like, you're trying to keep a story that nobody asked for alive. Like, I don't give a damn. This family could have died. Like, they could have just, dude, literally, you could have ended the movie with like just Godzilla and Ghidorah fighting, and you didn't even have to tell me what the fuck happened to the family. Like, I don't even care. Like, I don't care at all. Like, they can die, whatever. They could have got roasted, turned into a marshmallow on a spear. I really don't care. But the fact that you really sat there and like wanted to tell me like, don't worry, the families were reunited at the end. The dad found the daughter. Like, I don't care. I don't care. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, nobody watches like freaking monster movies and shit to just turn around and be like, yo, Millie Bob, she came through at the end, right? Right. Like, who gives a shit about her character, dude? Like, seriously. Now, that was honestly my hugest pet peeve in this movie, right? And that panning and just the lack of just interest from the characters, you know? And you want to know what's crazy? The crazy thing is this, and a lot of people are going to disagree with me. Skull Island is one of the best Godzilla in the MonsterVerse so far. Skull Island, hands down, has the best film. Like, hands down. Don't even fucking argue with me about that. Skull Island has the best MonsterVerse film, hands down. Second place, Godzilla 2014. Third place, as of now, King of the Monsters. Now, if Kong versus Godzilla comes out and that shit is a hit, you know, King of the Monsters still going to probably be in the bottom of the barrel. Unless Godzilla versus Kong is whack, which I'm really not hoping for, but honestly, this movie is setting me up to start and believe that. So it gets to the point, bro, where you have to ask yourself, like, I'm being honest with you guys. I'm being 100% honest with you guys. Like, people, here's the thing. This is what I noticed. People lack the courage to tell the truth. This is the truth. The truth is this movie wasn't well thought out. This movie, although it pays hella homage and hella respect to the past, it's wrapped in a turd. Like, imagine getting a diamond, bro. Imagine getting a diamond covered in shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's literally like a hard ass freaking, I don't know, potato sized turd. And inside is like a small diamond, like about that big. You know what I'm saying? It's a diamond covered in shit. And like, it sucks, man, because it's like, and the diamond, don't get me wrong, the film itself is not a diamond. It's the homage, it's the love and the care that went into like paying tribute to the past. That's the diamond. But as far as like everything else, the movie just, it ain't hitting like that. Like, I really watched this movie again and was like, you know what, maybe I was tripping the first time. I rewatched this film. I just finished it literally like just now. And I still feel the same way. I feel like it was a letdown. Like, I just couldn't get into it. It bored me at times. I really only checked in during the fight scenes, and then my frustration grew after watching the fight scenes because you're hit with the reality that they did the same fucking shit. That it's the same damn movie. You're watching it, you're like, dog, I really paid to watch these monsters fight, and these fools ain't fighting. Like, I'm getting mad because like they're not fighting. Like, why did I pay to watch this movie? Like, you know, and it really sucks, man. Because I remember seeing that this Blu-ray was at Best Buy, bro, and I saw it for like $6, and I was like, that's a good deal. But then I remember how bad it was, and I just left it there. I was like, damn, that's bad, bro. When you're an avid Godzilla collector and you really think about spending $6 on this movie, I'm like, damn, maybe I'll wait till it goes down to $2 or something. Maybe I can find it in a Dollar Tree or something. But look, it's bad, man, when you really think about, dude, okay, look. The characters in this movie are on par with what is that? Godzilla All Out Monster Attack or something? The one with Minya on the island, and he's with the little kid. And he's over there giving a little kid game. He's like, oh, look, Godzilla's so big and strong. Don't worry, he got this. He can't get hurt.
Hi.
You know, and then they have what's that fool's name? Jabba or whatever. That little bumpy head motherfucker. But yo, the characters in this movie is on par with that little kid and the characters in that movie. Like, they're that freaking annoying. Like, it gets to the point, bro, where you're just, I get so annoyed with the characters in King of the Monsters, bro. Like, it's so annoying. Like, they serve no purpose, and you're just watching it like in disgust because you're just sitting there like, yo, like, I don't care about what the military is going through. Like, literally, most of the scenes with the military talking serve no purpose. At least in Shin Godzilla, when you get these long-winded ass conversations in these military bases, it actually led to some sort of solution being solved. Yo, we're gonna try this. The monster's his DNA composition is this. So if we use this, we can go ahead and coagulate his blood and then do this, right? At least there's some sort of solution came to it. Man, this whole movie was just like, okay, what's Monarch doing? Okay, where's the orca? Okay, where's this? All right, where's that? Where is she located now? What is he doing? What's Ghidorah doing? Oh no, he's the alpha, bruh. Like, I don't care. I don't care. Like, I can't get over this movie, how freaking bad this movie is, bro. And a lot of people just really like this movie was so bad it killed my hype for Godzilla versus Kong. And that, my friend, is a very bad thing because I've been waiting since Godzilla 98 to see a freaking Kong and Godzilla movie, right? Well, at least a remake of it. I thought it would be cool. Ever since 98, bro, I've been sitting there thinking like, oh man, Godzilla remake with Kong would be freaking epic. But alas, um, look, man, I don't want you guys sitting there telling me, well, you don't know what you're talking about. You're just a Godzilla hater. Like, I really look. I did a review with the homie, and I had somebody hit me up on Facebook, and they were like,
You're a garbage ass loser, stupid hater of Godzilla.
I'm like, what the fuck? Like, yo, you're really hitting me up about this? Like, you're really hitting me up about this? Like, you're calling me a Godzilla hater, bro? I'm like one of the most hugest Godzilla fans ever. And I defend Godzilla all the freaking time. And I stand by this guy for good or for bad, right? It's like we're in a bad marriage. But I'm calling a spade, bro. This movie is not good. Like, and I think people really get wrapped up in the nostalgia and they think it's a good movie, but it's not. It's really not. Like, and then another thing, like I said, they do is they compare it to the older films. You can't compare this to the older films, dude, because the older films were from another time. It was another style of writing. Even during some of the times, like Godzilla's movies were trying to like cater to kids at times. Some like some Gamera shit, you know? So you can't really use that logic when you're defending this movie. This is supposed to be a freaking blockbuster American film. And I believe that the only reason this movie did well is because its international take was good. And honestly, it was so like kind of mixed, like such a mixed bag of nuts that, you know, it was such a big mixed bag of nuts that it was like we didn't even know if we were going to get Godzilla versus Kong, right? And the sucky part about it is this: Godzilla. There was such a gap between Godzilla and King of the Monster that I felt that the hype sort of died down. I felt it. Like I felt I felt like the surge of power just leave it. And I felt like maybe if King of the Monster would have came out like almost as close as possible to after Godzilla, the first one came out, the legendary Godzilla, I felt like there's a possibility that it would have did a lot better in the box office, right? Now you have Kong versus Godzilla, and this one is just like it's in the air because they're arguing about it. It's supposed to be released last year, but nobody, because of COVID, this happened, you know, so it keeps getting pushed. A lot of films got pushed. I mean, 2021 is supposed to be really good for movies, so we'll see how that goes. But I digress. I've been here ranting for a while. Godzilla 2019 is not a good movie. It has a lot of uninteresting characters that lack depth, that lack I'm not interested in them at all. The score is banging. The cinematography is pretty dope. I wish they would stop doing night scenes though. That's just me. I know that it probably costs less. Whoa, almost dropped my mic. I know it probably costs less to do that, but at the same time, it's like shell out some money, bro. You know, it costs money to make money, so you might want to think about that. Because I mean, think about it, how epic that scene was in Skull Island, where the helicopter in the sun, the whole what the hell is the name of that movie? That war movie. Damn. It's on the tip of my tongue, dude, and I just cannot remember it. I have it back here somewhere. Whatever, you know what I'm talking about. The movie with the helicopter flying from the sun and Kong raising up in the sun. Dude, shit was epic, bro. Like you can't even like deny it, dude. Kong Skull Island, hands down, is one of the better legendary movies. It's up there. It's really good. I like it. It has a really great cast and good characters that make you actually give a damn. And even the fucking comedic relief in the movie was like he did what he needed to do. That shit was tight, right? Because at first I thought he was gonna be annoying. I'm not even gonna lie. But that's a review for another day. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's my review. I know it was a long-winded rant. How long did we go? I don't even know. It doesn't even want to tell me right now. But that's my review. Let me know if you agree. Let me know if you disagree. Let me know in the comment section down below. And today, this is Dave from the 80s. You are now exiting the Cinema Chop Shop. Hope to see you guys next week for my next Monster Monday review. Maybe I'll review a Kong movie or something. Until then, adios. Don't forget to hit the like, the share, and the subscribe, and check the Patreon link down below. Deuces.